Okay, so this question says find the coefficient of the fourth term of the expansion of x minus 3y over 2 all to the power of 9. Okay, so in our last video, we looked at what that general term is so that I don't have to do out this full binomial expansion, at least up until the fourth term. I can literally fill in a formula nice and quickly to find what that fourth term is. So this was our equation that we came up with. Okay, we said in an expansion where x plus y had to be expanded to the power of n, this is how we could do out any term in that expansion. Okay, the only thing that's introduced on this right hand side that wasn't over here is this letter or. And we said that or is one less than the term you're looking for. So in this case, they are looking for the fourth term. So I'm going to use the number 3 for or. Okay, it makes sense because in our binomial expansion, we start at 0. So the first term is 0, and the second term is 1, the third term is 2, and so on. Okay, so we are going to be using a value of 3 for this or. Okay, if you want, you can also write out over to the side what you're going to be filling in for x. Okay, so every time there's an x here, I'm going to be filling in the first term from my bracket, which was an x. And every time that there's a y in this expansion or single term from the expansion, I'm going to be filling in the second thing from my bracket, which was a minus 3y over 2. And then finally, n, I'm filling in the power that was on the bracket, which was 9. Okay, so if I want to do this out, okay, just if I want to color code it here so that you can see exactly what I'm doing, n was the original power, so 9. Then we said that we were looking at the fourth term, so or is 3. Okay, next thing I have to do is fill in the first term from my bracket, which was x, and that has a power on it of n minus or. Okay, so the number 9, take away the number 3 because it's our fourth term, so we are taking away the number 3. And then I'm doing my second bracket, which was a minus 3y. I didn't really do that bracket big enough to fit a fraction in it. Okay, so it's a minus 3y over 2. And that is to the power of 3. Okay, so to the power of or, so or in this case is 3. Okay, so now we can use our calculators for this. Okay, fill into your calculator what is 9 choose 3. So I'm just going to write this out one more time. So it's 9 choose 3, just to make it really clear what I'm going to be typing into my calculator. Okay, I have a power of 6 here. And then on this, I still have my power of 3. That hasn't changed. Okay, so 9 choose 3. Type that into your calculator. You get 84. Okay, x to the power of 6. There's nothing in front of that needs to be changed. Okay, and then my minus 3y over 2 to the power of 3. Okay, so I need to type in the coefficient of the y into my calculator to the power of 3. So just to recognize, remember that what's inside that bracket is the same as a minus 3 over 2 times y. Okay, so you can type into your calculator there the minus 3 over 2 to the power of 3. Okay, we know that because it's a minus to an odd power, it's going to stay a minus. And then I have 3 cubed, which is 27, over 2 cubed, which is 8. Okay, and then lastly, my y is also cubed, so y cubed. Okay, so I'm going to multiply my numbers together so that I get minus 567 over 2. And then I'm going to write down my algebraic terms. The x to the power of 6 and y to the power of 3. Okay, so you could have had those in the numerator with this minus 567, or outside it, that's fine, because they just have a denominator of 1 here. And likewise, that minus can be on the numerator or outside that number. Okay, so that is the final answer for the fourth expansion of this. Okay, don't forget at the end, you go back, you reread your question to make sure that you finished it, and it says find the coefficient of the fourth term. So it doesn't actually ask us for the fourth term here. Okay, so it's really important that we do go back, we reread that question. Okay, I have found the fourth term, but they just want the coefficient. They want the number from in front of the variables. Okay, so in this case, the coefficient is minus 567 over 2. Okay, or you can write it as a decimal if you want. Okay, as a decimal, it's minus 283.5.